I was lost, living on the streets and just kind of miserable. Didn't really trust nobody or try to get to even know anybody. It was challenging, at times before him, because I didn't really feel like there was anything out there. I was just hitchhiking around. Jumping freight trains. And there's several times I just wanted to end it. It was hard living on the streets, panhandling and begging, just trying to survive.
By the world's standards, I wasn't a bad kid. School was kind of my forte. That was where my strengths lied. I was always successful. It came easy. In high school, I was a popular kid, and that was just due to my kindness. I wasn't very close to the people that I knew. I just knew a lot of people, could talk to them easily, but there was no deep connection with pretty much anybody. I grew up in a Christian home, but I didn't have a personal relationship with God. It was, looking back, more superficial than a real, Jesus-based relationship would be.
Even though we had been married 10 years, we decided that we needed something different. We thought we were living the Christian life. We thought we were doing the things right. We thought we were, regular attender of church on Sunday. We weren't putting God first, and we were more concerned about, us and what should we do. And
we weren't even reading the Bible. We weren't praying together as a family. Every now and then we prayed before meals. And so in marriage, I think it's very easy to start being selfish. And I started being selfish and wanting what I wanted, and a lot of anger and resentment built up toward him. And it got out of control. It was just like a darkness, like I was angry on the inside. I was trying to portray to people that I was still a happy person, and that I, was in control, but really we weren't in control. We were just, we were just going through the motions, basically. It wasn't working, and we were trying to figure out why wasn't it working in our, why are our kids acting the way that they are, and why is our relationship and our friendships acting the way they were. And that's when they recommended that we go to biblical counseling, and so we went to Solomon's Porch, and that was the point where we really decided that we needed to follow Christ and make him center of our life.
One day I was at a gas station, and I was trying to hitchhike back to Iowa, and Rob had pulled up at a gas pump, and I noticed that he left his gas engine, the door open, so I told him, it's like, hey sir, you need to close your gas cap. And he invited me to go to his home, and a few days later, they come back down and found me again and invited me to come to church. It was God putting them in my path for a reason. I truly believe that he intervened. He knew they was good people that wanted to just share the word and try and help.
And that transition from high school to college was probably exponential growth for me, just in terms of maturity, confidence, my perspective on the world. That shifted dramatically. When I came to Iowa, I lived in Dom, met a lot of really good people, just real rock solid Christians, and that was something I really hadn't been exposed to, and that helped a lot in terms of just kind of moving me along in my relationship, and it really pushed me to analyze myself, hold myself to biblical standards, not just the world's moral standards of goodness, but real, genuine biblical standards.
When we took the step and we went and got help and found God, really found Christ, you have to figure out first that God loved you first so that you could love others. And for me, it was he loved me, and why can't I love her that way? Or why can't I love my children that way? And so it was exciting for the fact that I knew that there was something better, that there was a change that was going to happen, and it was going to be awesome, and it has been awesome. But it's pretty cool to just feel free of all the outside stuff that's going on and just let God run your life, let God lead you, to open doors that never would have been open before.
Since Christ has come into my life, I feel that now I'm more open towards people, As far as loving, I didn't really think about what other people were going through. Since I found Christ, now I try and be a more caring person, try and be more helpful, not only in the community, but to people that was in the same situation as I was myself. I truly believe that now I have something to look forward to. There is something greater waiting for me, to where before I never felt that.
Overall, that growth was because of what I'm experiencing in terms of a growing relationship with God. The people that I met were placed there for a reason, and I see that absolutely clearly now. And I think that comes with just growing a loving heart and taking time to step outside of yourself and just care about someone else rather than checking things off your to-do list, realizing that, you got to care about somebody else besides yourself. And that is something that I hope to continually grow in, but that was, I think, the change, just experiencing the love for other people and realizing that this life's not about me. It's not about what I can do for myself, but how I can serve others.
From where we were to where we are now, the is ramped so far, so fast, that I'm just over ecstatic to figure out what's going to happen and what our kids are going to learn from it. Through that, I'm planting seeds, or I'm motivating my children to be that person, to be the one that makes it happen, and to know that their offspring is gonna know the same things that we know.
We pray together now as husband and wife, which we never did before. And we pray all the time with our children. We pray over our children. We pray with them before they get out of the car at school in the morning. When you just are obedient to him, like, you do get that peace and that joy that he says he's gonna give you. And it's just like, why are we not doing this before? Like, as soon as I got in his word, you start craving it. You start wanting it more and more. And it was just this education, this rebirth, just this, we don't need anything else. We just need to put Christ first. And we're really, really working hard on doing that as a family.